Imagine you're watching Peterbot in FNCS Grand Finals. He's in the heat of an endgame, rotating from place to place with heaps of people rotating around him at the same time. There's just so much action going on around him, but he still seems to notice everything going on. He'll spin around in the nick of time to block off someone flanking him. He then continues rotating until he sees someone in his peripheral vision getting cracked, so he edits out of his top and gets a great refresh. Peterbot just makes it look so easy to you, so later on in the week you load up into a duo cash cup expecting to play the same way. How hard could it be, right? But oh, you get destroyed constantly in mid-game fights, always getting caught off guard by third parties and your opponent's teammates, etc. And in the endgames you do make, you just end up constantly dying in rotates to people you didn't even see. There's a hidden skill that most beginners struggle with that pros seem to have a massive abundance of, and that skill is called awareness. In Fortnite, awareness is the skill of being fully conscious of all the external factors around you, regardless of what you're focusing on. For example, when a beginner player is making a rotate to zone, they are almost 100% mentally occupied with the rotate and almost forget about everything else around them, like everyone else rotating next to them, their mats, where zone is, his health, etc. But a pro player has the ability to make that same rotate while still being consciously aware of external factors, like the people rotating next to him, his loot situation, and so on. This skill helps pros avoid bad situations and also helps them take advantage of opportunities they would have otherwise missed. So the question that you probably really want me to answer right now, how do you become more aware? Well, to answer this question properly, I'm gonna need to first of all explain to you why us as humans can even be in a state of bad awareness. Because why in the world is that even a feature? Like, isn't that literally just bad for us? Well, no, and this is why. Imagine a couple thousand years ago if you were alive and you were walking through the wilderness until all of a sudden a wild animal pops out of the bush and stares you down ready to attack. All of a sudden you will lose awareness of your surroundings and become 100% mentally occupied and focused on the threat at hand, just trying to survive the situation. In this situation, losing all of your awareness and being 100% mentally occupied actually helped you out. But fast forward till today when you're playing Fortnite and all of a sudden there's hundreds of different third parties and other things you need to think of at the same time, and your tunnel vision instincts backfire and actually make you perform worse. Now you're probably wondering, well, why do pros not have these instincts? Well, they do. They've just taught their brain that these Fortnite scenarios are not actually life-threatening, therefore their brain doesn't need to use these extreme tunnel vision instincts. And for them to get to this point, they've just practiced for thousands and thousands of hours on end. But it's not actually that simple. Think about it, you lose awareness in situations that you're unfamiliar with that have heaps of things to track and are pretty stressful, right? Just like when you're hitting an endgame rotate in your first FNCS Grand Finals ever. You become overwhelmed with all the things happening around you and the stress and just become tunnel visioned. Or you come across a good play in mid-game, get nervous about it and start tunnel visioning on them too. So this is why you need to base your practice around experiences that are new, stressful, and have heaps of stuff to keep track of. You could do this by playing stuff like team game mode tokens like in 2v2s, 3v3s, etc. Or playing the hardest scrims you can possibly play, and also solo ranked keying everyone you see. These types of practices are challenging, they're stressful, they have heaps of people in them and things you need to be aware of. The more you do these types of practices, first of all, you will get way better at keeping track of everything happening around you, like your mats, loots, people, etc. But most importantly, you will become calmer under stress. And the calmer you are, the more comfortable your brain is with allocating energy towards thinking about things that aren't the immediate threat. That's why pros are so aware. Because after playing thousands of high-level scrims and high-level tournaments, they've just become the calmest people in whatever lobby they're in. Which lets them think about everything else happening around them instead of just the immediate threat. You made it through this whole video, so there's something I'm sure you'd be interested in, bro. My free email newsletter where I post heaps of unique advice and tips and tricks you don't see in my YouTube videos, so join for free using the link in the description of this video.